Slippery elm benefits and uses: natural relief for digestion, throat and skin.
Hello everyone. Today I want to share everything you need to know about slippery elm, from its amazing health benefits and traditional uses to how you can easily incorporate it into your daily routine for optimal wellness. If you're curious about natural remedies that have stood the test of time, you'll definitely want to hear about this one. Slippery elm, known scientifically as Ulmus rubra, is a tree native to North America. For generations, indigenous people have used its inner bark for a wide range of health purposes. The secret to slippery elm's soothing power lies in its mucilage, a gel-like substance that gives it that slippery, comforting texture. This mucilage is what makes slippery elm so effective for calming and protecting different parts of the body. Let's start with digestive health, which is probably where slippery elm shines the most. When you consume slippery elm, the mucilage coats the lining of your stomach and intestines. This can help relieve irritation and discomfort from issues like heartburn, acid reflux, and mild stomach upset. If you struggle with constipation, predominant irritable bowel syndrome, slippery elm acts as a bulk laxative by absorbing water and forming a soft stool, which can really help keep things moving. Some small studies even suggest that slippery elm, especially when combined with other herbs, may improve bowel movement frequency and reduce abdominal discomfort in IBS patients. There's also some promising traditional use and early research suggesting slippery elm could be helpful for inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, though more studies are needed to confirm these effects. Slippery elm isn't just for your digestive tract. It's also well known for its ability to soothe sore throats and coughs. The mucilage forms a protective layer over your throat, which can help ease irritation from a sore throat, cough, or other upper respiratory conditions. That's why you'll often find slippery elm as a key ingredient in throat lozenges. For skin health, slippery elm can be applied topically as a poultice or salve. When you do this, it forms a protective barrier that helps soothe burns, wounds, boils, and other skin irritations, and it may even help promote healing. Traditionally, people have used it to treat skin ulcers and cold sores, although scientific evidence for these uses is still limited. There are some other potential benefits as well. Slippery elm contains compounds that might reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, though more research is needed to fully understand these effects. Some people use it to soothe urinary tract irritation, but again, evidence here is mostly anecdotal. Because slippery elm is high in fiber, it might also help promote a feeling of fullness, which could be useful for weight management, but the clinical evidence for this is not strong. So, how can you use slippery elm in your daily life? There are several easy ways. The powdered bark can be mixed with water to form a soothing slurry or tea, which is great for digestive and throat issues. You'll also find slippery elm in lozenges and tablets, which are especially handy for throat and cough relief. For skin conditions, you can make a poultice or salve to apply directly to the affected area. If you're wondering about safety, the FDA considers slippery elm generally recognized as safe, but there isn't a lot of scientific research on optimal dosages or long-term safety. That's why it's always a good idea to check with your doctor before starting slippery elm, especially if you're pregnant, nursing, or taking medications. While there's a lot of traditional and anecdotal support for its uses, scientific studies are still limited, so more research is needed to confirm its effectiveness for many conditions. Now, let's talk about some specific ways you can prepare and use slippery elm. For internal use, you can make a tea by mixing 1 to 2 tablespoons of slippery elm powder with hot water, stir until dissolved, and let it sit for a few minutes. You can add honey, lemon, or cinnamon for extra flavor. This tea is often used for digestive comfort, acid reflux, and sore throat relief. For a milder version, you can steep a teaspoon of cut and sifted bark in 8 ounces of boiling water for a few minutes, then strain. Another traditional preparation is slippery elm porridge or gruel. Just mix the powder with water or milk to form a thin porridge, which is gentle on the stomach and perfect if you're recovering from illness. If you prefer supplements, slippery elm is available in capsule or tablet form for easy daily use, especially for digestive issues. Lozenges are a convenient option for soothing sore throats and coughs, and you can also stir the powder into juice or milk for a soothing drink. For external uses, you can make a poultice by mixing slippery elm powder with a small amount of water to form a paste. Apply this paste to minor burns, wounds, boils, or skin irritations to help soothe and protect your skin. You can even use slippery elm tea as a hair rinse to promote moisture and scalp health, or look for topical creams and shampoos that include slippery elm extract for its soothing and moisturizing properties. How often should you consume slippery elm for optimal benefits? The answer depends on the form you're using and your specific needs. For powdered bark in water or tea, a typical dosage is 1 tablespoon up to 3 times per day, though lower doses like 1 to 3 teaspoons in a cup of water up to 3 times daily are also common. For capsules or tablets, about 1,600 milligrams per day, divided into 2 or 3 doses, is usually recommended. Most people find that taking slippery elm once or twice daily is enough to feel the benefits, but up to 3 times daily can be used for more acute symptoms. It's generally considered safe for daily use for short periods, but some experts recommend taking breaks, like using it for several weeks, then taking a break for a few weeks to avoid potential side effects or decreased effectiveness. Some people find it helpful to take slippery elm in the evening to support overnight digestive health. You might be wondering if you can combine slippery elm with other herbs for even better results. The answer is yes. Slippery elm is often paired with herbs like marshmallow root or licorice root, which also contain soothing mucilage and have anti-inflammatory and demulcent properties. These combinations can provide added benefits for soothing irritated mucous membranes, supporting gut health, and relieving symptoms like heartburn, sore throat, and cough. For example, slippery elm and marshmallow root together can further calm and protect the digestive and respiratory tracts, while licorice root adds additional mucoprotective and anti-inflammatory effects. Slippery elm may also be combined with probiotics or other gut-supporting herbs to enhance the health of your microbiome. If you're taking medications, it's best to take slippery elm and other herbs at least 2 hours apart from your medications to avoid reduced absorption. And as always, consult your healthcare provider before starting any new herbal combinations, especially if you're taking other medications or have health concerns. Slippery elm is a gentle, versatile remedy with a long history of use for digestive, respiratory, and skin health. Whether you're dealing with digestive issues, a sore throat, or just want to support your overall wellness, slippery elm is definitely worth considering. If you've tried slippery elm before, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more content like this.